Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the Gunshine State. One of them boys still blowing in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here.
All right, man, we've been looking for this U. We came out here like 4 or 5 or 6 times. We've been looking for this U, and they say it's by the bookstore. It ain't over there, and we done walked all the way by the pool, you know what I'm saying? But, oh, there it is right there, but it's not as big as I thought it was. But it is. We got a new spot to shoot at, man. Y'all got the chairs? Bring the chairs. All right, man, we back at practice. It's a Tuesday after the scrimmage. Rhett Lashlee went on WQAM and talked about how he wanted the ones to be more consistent. We're talking about the wide receivers, Rambo, Keyshawn Smith. Then he went on to say that he wanted to see some of the younger guys, Romello Brinson, George, Brashard, against the defensive ones. So at practice day, we're going to check it out and see if any of that is going on, or Rhett Lashlee just blowing smoke, you know what I'm saying, trying to motivate the ones, or is he really serious? From the past of what I've seen, Rhett Lashlee has been straight up, straightforward in the things that he's said. And we told you from day one that Mello, George, these boys are coming in here to play. They're coming in here to push the starters. They're coming in here to, they know one way, you know what I'm saying? So listen, we finna go in here and get to practice and see what they got going on in here. Let's see what Lashlee talking about. All right, so we got Romello and Restrepo out here with the ones. Got Romello, Restrepo, and Keyshawn Smith running with the ones. Lashlee stated that he wanted to see the kids, the young boys with the ones. And
gentlemen, how we doing?
How we doing?
All right?
All right.
Good to see you, bro.
Chilling. I was on my platform that I was reaching, but not reaching. Actually, it happened exactly how we talked about it. I mean, he was dead serious. So you have Romello out here with the ones. Romello, Restrepo, and Keyshawn Smith. On the defensive side, we had Flag and Keontra Smith running with the ones. So right now we're watching we got Tyler Van Dyke, Khalil Brantley, Brashard Smith. So yeah, Lashlee wanted to make a statement, and he did make a statement. Okay, so Brashard Smith, that was a drop right there. So Brashard Smith, his whole entire career, played for Richmond Giants, was a running back. His entire career was the man on the team. Actually played with Corey Collier at Florida. Played with Jason at Florida, the cornerback. They played together basically almost their whole career. I think they ended up playing with Leonard Taylor 1 or 2 times, but Brashard was the man, and he would go Hope and Wiggins as a competition, but nothing of that nature. They haven't really announced anything like that, you know. They just, camp is just going on. I mean, he said his ones was not being consistent. He wanted to see the young kids. So I'd love to see where Hope and Wiggins, whether they fit into the. That's a lot of in-game running backs. That's a lot of in-game a lot of in-game experience between the two, man. Wiggins played a ton of snaps last year. Also did Pope. See Pope got. Look at Pope. Look at Pope. Look at Pope guns, dog. Pope did something in the off season. He was doing some curls. He was doing anything. He got big. Pope done beat up. You saw Brashard, you saw Romello running with the ones? Yeah. I guess.
I was finna drop 220. I seen you tweet out.
I guess Lashlee wasn't BSing. So the wide receiver practice. Harley? Why you say Harley? I wonder why. So we got the ESPN film crew out here.
Might be featured player.
Hey, you see the talent, dog? We got a prospect out here. Look at Restrepo, man. Restrepo got the coolest hair on the team, man. We'll put Restrepo over because anybody here in the ACC, dog. Got the cock-a-doodle-doo going on, you know what I'm saying? One thing I say is the offense coaching staff since day one has been intense with the offense. Now you got T-Rob on the defense, and I think they've upped the intensity on the defense and holding people accountable on the defense. Well, the DBs for the most part also. Well, that's one thing I thought we always thought we lacked on the defensive side. I don't know, that intensity that goes with football. You got a coach over here teaching, giving blocking techniques. Okay, so we're back on the wide receivers, throwing some down and ends. You can give me another Romello Brinson. Give me some Romello Brinson. We'll talk about him too. We could throw the interview and stuff in there. So Romello Brinson out here with this long sleeve on. That's just the Northwestern slag, the city boy slag. It's hotter than the mother out here. I don't know why Romello Brinson out here got, but it look cool, and that's what it's all about when it comes to South Florida players. I'm sure today is a good day for Romello. He got a chance to go out there and run with the ones, him and Restrepo. But I was preaching. I've been telling you guys, listen, when you was all talking about Corey Brooks, who would I take? I've always told you, Romello Brinson, Corey Brooks. if we was going to war and you had to pick one, I don't care if I got first or second pick. You get Jacory, I get Romello, I get Jacory, you get Romello. Either way, I'm good with that. Romello is a football player and will be successful. I mean, he's one of them kids that only know one way, and that's up. That's it. I mean, in the biggest rivalry game in Dade County, Miami Northwestern versus Central, he showed up big early, and on the defensive side, got in front of UQ Brown and guarded UQ Brown. That's just who he is. I think we got the ESPN crew out here. I think X they're following around Mike Harley. You got to meet Millie. All right, man. Caneville D. Streeter here, Caneville. Make sure y'all follow, like, share, and members, man. Members, go to the community section. That's where you get into the group me at. You get all the information where the videos drop at. Listen, we've had a lot of time to talk about this game one, and the time is winding down about this Miami versus Alabama game. And Miami being, I think, a 17-point dog. And you know I'm on record saying that, until I see Miami win a game like that, I can't go with them. But, listen, I'm going to say this. If somebody has a chance to go in there and beat Alabama, I believe, the fan in me believes, it's a team full of South Florida kids with the right leadership. In order for, we have seen these reigns of things, whether it was Mike Tyson, whether it was Roy Jones, whether it was Muhammad Ali. We've seen greatness fall. It happens all the time. So this is sports. So we never say it can't happen. But what I'm saying is, for Miami to win that game, a few things I feel I would want to see or would have to happen. And I think it all starts with our quarterback, De'Aaron King. De'Aaron King coming off an injury, which makes it worse. First live action back, but he's been in college football for 8 years. Okay, this is second year in the offense. He said he's never been in the offense twice. I think De'Aaron King, him versus those 9 returning starters versus Alabama, he would have to win that matchup. He would have to go crazy, whether on the ground and in the air. De'Aaron King would have to go crazy. That has to happen, I believe, for Miami to have a chance. I think Alabama's going to come in, try to run the ball, keep it out of Bryce Young's hand, not force Bryce Young not to have to pass, even though I think Bryce Young is a hell of a talent. I just think they're going to keep it simple and get out of there with their young quarterback, first time, big national game. Maybe it's like Florida be the only game being played that night. So I think they're going to keep it simple. De'Aaron King is going to have to be on fire. He's going to have to be on fire. T-Rob and our old defensive backs. We have a lot of experience in our defensive backfield. And now we have T-Rob here, different coaches, different technique. Those guys are going to have to force turnovers. They're going to have to force turnovers. So force third and long, if we could get them in a third and long, when Bryce Young has to put the ball in the air, our experience is going to have to take advantage of that. Bubba Bolden, DJ Ivy, we got Blaze, Corey Cass. I mean, we're in experience. We're loaded in the defensive backfield. T-Rob may be one of the better coaches that we have acquired on the staff. So they're going to have to come up big. Anytime you take a giant down like that, the extraordinary has to happen. And last but not least, I would want to see my boy James get on the field somehow and get a chance to make a play. I think sometimes when young blood comes in, young blood hasn't been through the rigmarole of college football. They haven't dealt with North Carolina rushing for 767 yards, or getting upset by FIU, or all the pressures and the things that ball kicks down in college football. They're still winners coming out of high school, and all they know is a win, and they're young, and I'm not going to call them dumb, but they're young, they're fresh. I would want to see Big Game James get in the game and somehow get a chance to make a play, because I think he's raw and I think he's up for it. That's just something I want to see. I don't think that'll help us win the game, but I think he can get in and make a play and spark the team. I think he is one of the few that will be ready, that could be ready to get in that game. Those things have to happen. That's in order for us to beat them. I feel like that's what has to happen. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. I know I put up a stat the other day in their last openers at neutral sites. It's ugly. Okay, it's ugly, the things they've done. But like we always say in South Florida, line that shit up.